Well, hello there, everybody. Sorry, you just caught me watching a demo between Vince McMahon and Big Boss Man. How embarrassing. How we doing? How the heck are we doing, gang? Yeah. Is that too quiet? Too loud? Am I too loud? Am I too gay? Let me know. Make sure we're all live here. As you can just watch the stylings of Boss Man and Vince McMahon. Alright. I think we're ready to start playing here, fellas. We throw this on here. Right. Chill day today, everybody. Chill day. And Stevie Richards is not gonna get in the way of that. You know what I'm saying? I think we're just gonna chill here. You know, if anybody has any wrestling topics you want me to talk about, anything, any scuttlebutt in the wrestling world, any hot takes out there, holler at me. Holler at me. Holler in the chat. If you got any spicy hot opinions out there. Anything going on right now? We need a practice round. It's been a while. Well, it's been a week since I played. I got to refresh on the controls. Let's do a little exhibition. Nothing too crazy. A little exhibition. Probably just a singles, right? Yeah. I feel like this needs to come down here. I feel like we got, like, it's a very loud game. Like, unnecessarily loud. Alright, who do we start out? Who do we start out as? Taz seems fun. Taz seems like it could be a good time. I haven't explored tapping people out yet since I returned to this game. We'll go Taz. Who is our first victim? Is there, like, a weight detection system in this game? I forget. Like, am I able to suplex Viscera? Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Let's roll. Let's roll with it. Let's see what Big Vis has for me. Taz versus Viscera. Dream match. Let's get warmed up here. Hop back into our season. We're leading Steve Blackman to the world title. We're gonna get there. We had a few setbacks the last time. Crash Holly got in our way. The streak is over. But hey, there's no pressure anymore. No more undefeated streaks here. So we're just here to choke some people out with some very suspicious looking towels on our heads. He looks like the Tasmaniac from back in his day. Y'all familiar with the Tasmaniac? And I know you're familiar with the world's largest love machine. I mean, who isn't? You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. I'm most paranoid of Trish's loading screen and my mom walking in behind me. Even though she doesn't live with me anymore. Alright, easy this. No collar at elbow, no shake hands. We're just right at it. Alright, let's see how it is. Alright. Yeah! That's it. That was 3. Fuck, dude. This might have been a mistake. Yeah, never mind. Weesh! That's my next victim, baby. Sit down, Biss. Sit your big ass down. Ooh, see ya! Taz is busted. Shit. Yeah. Nope. Too fast. Too furious. Alright. Oh, is he gonna go in the out? Yeah, see ya, bitch! God, I miss that, like... I miss that element of modern video games, wrestling games, where you can just throw people out of the ring with any move. Tazplex! Alright, no weight detection, I guess. Spear. This guy's getting shitted on. Low-key. Oh. Whoa, God! Always catches me off guard. Do another taunt, bitch. You won't. Do another taunt. Let's whip him into the corner. Forget how you whip. I think it's just circle. Or just suplex the shit out of him. Is also an option. There we go. Wear down the body. Wear down the body. Now this Taz mission's gonna be tricky to lock in, because I think it's only a rear move, right? Yeah, I think he has to be, like, groggy. I'm still figuring out, I'm still, like, reminding myself of the mechanics of this game. This is laid out, dog. I just tap him out right here. See ya. Taz is kind of fun to play with. What you got? Come at it. What was that head and arm suplex? Is that from the rear? Getting better at these counters. We're learning. Becoming stronger. Cocky. Shit. Oop. Away. Away. Taz! Lock in! Ropes. Oh. Alright, we gotta create distance. That's what we gotta do. We're getting too close. Or we'll just beat him right here. We'll just beat him right here. Whoa! Oh, he's got my strikes scouted. Whoa, easy, big fist. Alright, we need to escape. That's what we need to do. Shit. Shit on my dick. Wow. I said sit down. Alright. Taz mission. Taz mission. One second. 1 second. I gotta remind myself, if anybody in the chat knows this, I need to pull up the manual real quick. How do you just, like, pick up somebody? From, like, the ground. Because I want to set them up for the Taz mission, right? How do you just... Because I think the easiest way to do that is just pick them up. There's probably another way. I got the old school manual here on my other monitor. Let's see here. Pick somebody up. Nope. Nope. Just too niche of an action, I guess. Well, maybe we'll probably just have to figure it out. I think, is it just like circle from the ground? Like just plain circle? Oh, here we go. Raise opponent. Double circle. Okay. Double circle. We're here. We're good. We're good. We're back. you fool! Not hurt enough, I guess. Lock it in! What? Pardon? Is my Taz mission not from the back? Oh, is it on the ground, maybe? Fuck. Cock! Damn it. No way. No way he beats me with that, right? Top rope. Damn it. Taz mission must be from the ground. I had him there. That is such horse shit. Smackdown. Taz, know your role roster. The fuck? Just tell me what Taz. It's almost like where is Taz mission in SmackDown 2. It's almost like that's not a highly looked up. Question. Taz guide. There's a whole guide on Taz. Here we go. Finish. Where's the finish at? I guess I'll save. I don't want to remember that, but I guess I'll save. Down, upper body, yep. Alright, well. Now we know. Now we know. Maybe we need to start scouting who we're wrestling with before we get into these matches. I had that one. If I knew when how to lock in the Taz mission, I would have had that. So, it's almost like that match doesn't even count, right? In the record books. It was just it was like a preseason game. Appreciate the follow, Nicholas. Shout out, shout out. Anyone in the chat, by the way, I'm here. We're just chilling. We're just lollygagging here. You want to talk a little wrestling? Shoot out a topic. We can gallifant about it. I think we'll just hop back into our season here. Good old Steve Blackman. I know what his finish is. Martial arts kick from the front. Easy peasy. But also devastating. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're in our third or fourth week here. What's up, Bishop? See you, man. What's my setup? You know, two monitors, PS2. Is there anything specifically you want to know? A couple lights. Vibrator on the side, just in case. You know, the usual stuff. Alright, what we got here? Hardcore Holly. We got hardcore later in the show. Is there a way to, like, skip... like, to my match? I guess not. I guess we gotta watch all of them, huh? Or not watch them, but... watch them. Who we got? Who we got? Jacqueline's got this, right? There, easy. I knew it. I knew it from the beginning. Oh, it's a whole capture card. Is a lot of it. It's like I have to get an adapter from the PS2 cables, like the red, white, yellow, into an HDMI output, which then goes into a capture card, which then goes into my computer. It was kind of a pain in the ass, but it's kind of easy, what you know. I'm coming out here challenging Hardcore Holly, huh? Little nitpick here. I don't think Hardcore ever wrestled in black boots. Just, you know. Do better, THQ, or whoever made this game. Is this THQ? And it's through OBS. Bishop. So, if you ever have any questions, you want to do it yourself, I hear you're coming back to the podcasting game. Shout out. Next match. Gangrel D'Lo. Main event in any arena. D'Lo's got this. I mean, D'Lo's got it. Dean S.A. Rios. New champion right here. New light heavyweight champion. Yes! Shout out S.A. My man. GOAT. The GOAT. What a collage of men this is. Yeah, fuck you, Viscera. I'm not gonna forget that loss. What a loaded card this is. I mean, just banger after banger. One of these days we're gonna watch one of these matches. That's actually. Is there like something I can bet? Like, do I play like strip roulette? Like, I bet on a guy, and if he loses, I take off an article of clothing. Thoughts? Just an idea. Matt Hardy, Devon. All right, tables match. Devon's all about this season. Devon's been cooking. He's been in the main event like every week. I think this dude's in line for a world title shot, like randomly. I don't know why he's so like pushed by this game. All right, no more funny business. Hardcore Holly, Steve Blackman. Now, to catch everybody up, last time we were on here. Let's get to the match here. Last time we were on here, Steve Blackman, who is what we're playing as, faced Crash Holly, and Crash got a fluke victory, held my tights. There's brass knucks. Mr. Fuji was out there. He threw powder in my eyes. I don't even know why Mr. Fuji was out there, but a bunch of heel tactics were used, and that's the only reason I lost to Crash Holly. But Hardcore Holly here is going to pay the price. Weirdly accurate looking face, though. For a PS1 game, some of these faces are pretty brutal. I think Steve Blackman's is decent. The music is. That's for damn sure. Come on now. Everybody. I mean, spitting image. Kind of looks like me. Like a whiter version. Oh. All right. He's going to come out hot. We're ready for it, though. They always come out hot. There's no, like, lead up to it. Fuck. He didn't come out as hot as I thought he would. We got the patented sidewalk slam is the bread and butter of Steve Blackman. So we gotta set the tone with that. Get up and do something hardcore. All right. Thurman plug, spark plug, Bob, Holly. It's torching me right now. Imagine. Oh, I thought I fucking had that. Oh, shit on my dick. Alright, I am not. This counter situation is pretty dire. I gotta nail down my timing. There we go. Now we're in control. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Body slam. Here we go. Steve Blackman cannot be stopped. This fucking chain wrestling by Steve Blackman. I just catch can legend Steve Blackman. That's what everybody knows him as. Sidewalk! There we go. Three amigos on the sidewalk. That's two. Come on. Let's get that third amigo. Yeah! Easy there, fighting spirit, Bob. Yeah, keep getting up. Keep getting up. It's gonna keep happening to you. It's gonna keep happening to you. Go tell your brother Crash. This is all in his head. I'm gonna keep sidewalking you. I'm gonna sidewalk you into oblivion, Bob Holly. But I'm gonna switch it up every now and again. Come on, that's it. That was 3. Right. Easy, Tiger. Attack the leg. Oh! You see that? You see that counter? Nope. Alright. Martial arts kick incoming, ladies and gentlemen. No fucking shot. Nobody kicks out of the martial arts kick 1. That's what I thought. That's what I thought! Tell your fucking brother that your blood's on his hands, Hardcore Holly. Piece of shit. Fucking Holly family. Is Molly in this game? I'll kick her tits off too. Yes, sir. This is Smackdown 2. Smackdown 2, know your role. One of the best, in my opinion. One of the best. Grammy! What's up, man? Good to see you. This was your first ever wrestling game? Yeah, this is one of my first. I think Smackdown... No, WrestleMania, the arcade game, was my first wrestling game. And then Smackdown 1, and then Smackdown 2. This is my third one, I guess. Nothing, honey. I'm just playing my video games. Ricky Steamboat was more athletic than Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan. I don't know if that's a hot take. I mean, absolutely, but... Are you saying he was better, though? Like, overall? That might be a hotter take. I respect it, yeah. I enjoy him more than the other two. I didn't grow up with Ultimate Warrior, so I never got it. Hogan, like, I kind of get, but going back, I watch a lot of old wrestling for my podcast, which, by the way, if you want to check it out, it's in the bio, whatever you're watching this on, but, yeah, definitely better than Warrior, for sure. Hogan, it's arguable. Alright, well, let's roll, ladies and gentlemen. Week 4. We're back on our winning ways. Oh, no, who do we got? Hardcore title. Fucking Crash Holly. Once again. I forget if I'm the champion or if he's... I think I am the hardcore champion. What are the words? I'm gonna be champion coming out of this. That's for sure. Oh, you're a wrestler, Perfection? Trained by Seth Rollins? Hell yeah, man. Shoot me a DM, we'll figure something out. Alright, opening the show, hardcore title match. Now, is this a hardcore match? I would assume so, right? That's what the top line means. So, like, we can use weapons. So we can use weapons. So now what we gotta do is figure out how to use weapons, because I forget. Loading screen too. Yeah, the loading times are brutal. You never look when you get used to like modern games when it's just like nothing. Going back to this, it's like yikes. All right, we're just verifying the rules here. No KOs, no rope breaks, no countouts. Anybody remember how to use weapons in this game? I'm gonna pull up the manual here. I'm gonna have the screen. Grab weapon R1. Okay. Can you just grab it from under the ring? I'm assuming. How do you hit the weapon? Just the strike button. I would assume so, right? All right. R1 is how you grab a weapon. I think that's enough information. Oh yeah, perfection. Really, MVC? I think it's a fun game to play. Like I've only dipped my toes back into it, but it's fun. Well, you get used to the loading screens. Gameplay-wise, it's pretty fun. There's a lot you can do with it too. Oh, you still have the physical manual? Fucking mail that to me, man. I lost the manual at some point. Yeah, I am the hardcore champion. Yeah, goddamn right I am. Look at this man. Magnificent. Lethal fucking weapon, dude. Yeah, I do like that they eventually evolved into full entrances, but this has its charm to it. I like how this is presented. Especially like in this time frame, like a lot of games didn't have entrances at all. I'm choking on my own semen. Alright. We gotta find weapons. Is there blood in this game? I forget if there's blood. Let's make somebody bleed. No blood. Oh, you start out with a weapon. Alright. News to me. Fuck. Nope. Oh, I blocked it. Oh, no. No. Alright. Alright, easy. We gotta regroup. Yikes, dude. I didn't think we were gonna start out with fucking weapons, dude. Kind of TNA 2007 shit is this? Did I have a baseball bat? Is that what I had? Is there blood on it already? Did he come in with a bloody baseball bat? Can I get something from under the ring? No? Just those two weapons I can get? There's gotta be a way, right? Back up. Yeah, bitch. Bulldog! Remember, this is for the revenge from him beating me last week. We cannot let this guy win and take my title. That ain't happening. Nah. Oh! Almost had him. Oh! Did he just throw his bat out of the ring? Hog. Fuck off! Yeah! You like that? Oh, that feels really good. It just feels so cathartic. Done. That was 3. Beatdown continues. Lethal weapon. Nope. What? How did he hit me? Alright, here we go. Come outside! Come outside, Crash! Let's go! Back up, pussy! Yeah. Home run. Why do I feel like this is doing no damage? feel like my... I mean, the thing with Steve Blackman is that his fists and his feet are the real weapons. You know what I mean? Oh. I do like the physics of this game, of like weapons getting knocked to the outside and double hits. Like if you both strike at the same time, you both hit each other. That's pretty cool. Oh, oops, shit. Yeah. Oh, that feels good. That's for that bullshit victory you got over me, Crash, 2 weeks ago. Beatdown continues. Beatdown continues. This guy. He's gonna die. He's gonna fucking die. I've been stewing about this for a week. Schoolboy ass roll up. Kidding me? Kidding me, Crash? Kidding me, Crash? Oh yeah. Guillotine. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, what? I had it. I had the kick. I hit the fucking button. I hit the button. Oh, was I just too far? Did I back away? Was that the issue? Get this cocksucker out of here! Redemption. Hardcore still. Hardcore champion of the world. Stephen Blackman, the lethal weapon. You love to see it. Let's keep collecting these belts. Let's keep collecting them. This makes me want to fire up Smackdown versus Raw 06. That's another great game. Necro Butcher versus Linda McMahon. Everything okay at home, Justice? You doing okay? You alright? Appreciate the follow, though. Appreciate the follow, but maybe talk to somebody. We can get help. I don't know how to explain it, but this dude looks like he used to remind teacher to collect homework. You talking about me? Well, just do your homework and I won't tell the teacher. Seems like a simple solution. Are you talking about Crash? I feel like Crash Holly looks more like that than I do, but... Yeah. Jey Uso isn't ready. I talked about this a lot last week. Dude has the crowd in the palm of his hand. Like, I hear people, and I agree with people on his, like, in-ring lacking in terms of believability, excitement, cohesion within the match. Like, the worst spear of all time. Wrestling's more than moves. But, man, at some point you gotta lay your shit in, and Jey Uso just doesn't do it, so... But... crowd engagement is the most important thing, in my opinion, and Jey Uso has that more than anybody. So, in that aspect, I think he is ready. That being said, him and Gunther doesn't intrigue me really, considering we've seen it so many times, and Gunther's beaten him clean so many times. Like, where else can they go with it? we're at a point where if Jey Uso beats Gunther at WrestleMania, like who cares? Like Gunther's still like 4-1 against him, so it's like Jey Uso wouldn't be the better guy. So, but I'm a big wait and see. Let's see how it plays out. Jey Uso could challenge Cody for all we know. Could challenge Obafemi, who knows, right? Or challenge Joe Hendry for the TNA title at WrestleMania. Imagine the outrage. He picks Joe Hendry to main event WrestleMania. Jey Uso versus Joe Hendry. The internet would love that, huh? Who are your top 3 favorite wrestlers of all time? The Rock, Jeff Hardy, Samoa Joe. Top 3. Jeff Hardy, I was a Jeff Hardy mark as a kid. That's what got me into wrestling. TLC2. Hardy Boys. Jeff in particular is always my guy. The Rock, I mean, super underrated in the ring. Obviously, tremendous charisma. He was the original. I'm not going to call him the original Jey Uso because people are going to get mad at me. Speaking of which. But man, he had the crowd. You know, he could manipulate a crowd whichever way he wanted. Still can, realistically. Just the peak part of the peak era of wrestling The Rock was. And Samoa Joe is, I mean, Ring of Honor, TNA, AEW, even the stuff he did in WWE. Just my favorite style of wrestler, personally. One of the best talkers of all time, underrated. Looks like a beast, talks like a beast, acts like a beast. Fun offense. MMA influence, but also really good pro wrestling, you know, classic pro wrestling. Like, he's just my favorite guy to watch in the ring, Samoa Joe. So those are my top 3. Chris Benoit was innocent. That is a hot take. Is that I was about to say, is that Kevin Sullivan in the chat, but it's probably not. My God, DX attacks The Rock! My God! That man has a family! And then they just leave him and he walks away. So I guess they didn't beat him up that well. These cutscenes are something else. Vince McMahon framed Chris because Chris was about to leak all the info on Vince. Now that's a conspiracy theory. I don't agree with it, but I'm willing to look into it. I'm willing to hear all about the theory. It's insane. Justice says, I think my top 3 are Danielson, Claudio, and Super Dragon. Oh yeah, big PWG guy, I bet, huh? I've seen a little bit of Super Dragon. Not enough, though. He was definitely... He defined what the indie style was in, like, the early, mid-2000s, so he's fun to watch. I went to all the shows from 04, 07. Yeah, PWG, right? That's pretty sick. I'm, again, for my podcast, I'm rewatching all of Ring of Honor from the very beginning of the promotion in 02. And I've worked my way through every show up to where I'm at now, about mid-04. It's a trip, man. It's a fun time. Anybody interested, feel free to go check it out wherever you listen to podcasts and on YouTube. We cover, if you want to learn more about Ring of Honor in the early days, a lot of the stars we see nowadays came through there, and PWG, same thing. There's a lot of, a lot of overlap between those two. That's cool though. PWG, mid-2000s. What a fucking atmosphere that must have been. Hot take. Oop, lost it. People complaining about a match being slow don't know a single thing about wrestling. I think there are... I agree, ultimately. MSHS, I agree with you. I think there are matches that are just slow for the sake of being slow. A lot of like mid-90s Like, watch like a 1995 WCW show. You're gonna get a lot of just headlocks for just the sake of headlocks that don't really build to anything. But that being said, slowness, quote unquote, within a match builds to make those moments later mean more. If you're just red hot right out of the gate throughout the entire match, nothing means anything. AEW. So I agree with you ultimately. The Rock. You laughing that he's on my top 3? Fuck you if you're LMAFAO and I'll raffle all over you. You want to roll on the floor and laugh with me, bitch? Let's kiss. What? You met Jeff Hardy on a show you're wrestling on? Hell yeah, man. Sorry, I'm behind on these chats. Y'all are popping off, man. Appreciate everybody hopping in here. Rock, Eddie, Shinsuke. I like it. I like it. Kurt Angle better than The Rock. Okay. Oh, man. Don't yell at me. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, he's blew up the DX bus! Oh, my God! Is this when I unlock Stone Cold?
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Did Steve have to come into the audio booth and, hey, Steve, you have one line. Be really, really commit to it, though. Kurt Angle better than The Rock? Sure. I respect it. I think overall, in the grand scheme of things, I put Rock above Kurt, just on star power and like name recognition. But Kurt's great, man. He's top. If somebody wants to say that Kurt is the best of all time, I'm not going to disagree. Big news: Stone Cold will enter in a main event of next Backlash as a special referee. Is that what it said? It felt like somebody whose English is their second language is who wrote these prompts. But hot take: Andre the Giant is better than John Cena. I think that's like apples and onions in my opinion. But I guess maybe. I put John Cena above Andre. I think just John's had a bigger spotlight for a longer period of time, and we're talking in-ring. I mean, it's hard to compare the two in-ring or as characters, but it's hard to compare them at all, realistically, but I don't hate that take. Their brand 10K. I haven't seen a lot of Andre matches, but he was back in the day. It was just pure mystique with that guy. So again, it's not apples and apples in the slightest. But hot take: wrestling is now as corny and the stories aren't good. I disagree with that. I mean, I think there's a lot of bad stories. I think there's also a lot of corniness. So I don't completely disagree, but I don't think the blanket, just everything in wrestling is corny. I don't agree with that. Ever watch Wrestling Revolver? I have not. I see them pop up on my social media feed every once in a while, though. Seems like they do some cool stuff. As you may know already, the cards are subject to change. Is this like just? Isn't this like just what happened? Like, are these not like unique stories? Are they just like replaying like what happened in real time? Because that's what happened, right? It was Backlash 2000 when it was Triple H versus The Rock and Stone Cold came back. So is that what we're doing again? Hot take: you're cute. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna hop through the screen and kiss you on the mouth, Black Prince. Talking like that. Ever played the modded ECW version of this? I have not, but my interest is piqued. I didn't know that existed. I do have ECW Anarchy Rules, which is a dog shit game, but if we're ever in the mood for some ECW, I can always pop that in. Why didn't you tell me you are alive? I sent you a letter in the mail, Prince. The Masked Superstar is the only heel better than the Mongolian Stomper. I'm gonna tell you what, man. That take's too hot. I don't know if I can respond to it. I might get canceled. Devon Dudley. I was just talking about how push this guy is in this game, and now is where his push stops, ladies and gentlemen. Ready to Rumble, one of the best movies of all time. I agree. Fucking fantastic. Who do I think is better, Randy Orton or Edge? Probably Edge. Just off the top of the dome. More versatile. Tag team wrestling, high flying and early in his career. I think he reached higher highs as a character. That's debatable. But I think Edge is still cooking, whereas Orton is, you know, floating around a little bit. I have a lot of love for Randy Orton, but I might hold Edge a little bit above Randy. All right, let's get into this match, guys. Let's quit lollygagging. Steve Blackman, Devon Dudley. Backlash. Pay-per-view match, if I ever saw one. Hardcore. Not for the title, though. Not for the title. 24/7 rules are frozen for the time being. So, let's remember that. I don't just put the title on the line for any schlub. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. What? Has anybody ever done a rap over this instrumental? I feel like that would go really hard. That sounds really tough. Is that something I should do, maybe? I'll get in the lab and we'll cook up some rhymes. Crime Dudley is right here, by the way. See some takes about Ruthless Aggression and Attitude Era. Some are saying it was better than Attitude Era. Some say that the Ruthless Aggression wasn't good. Ruthless Aggression was great, man. Again, it's hard to compare the two, in my opinion. The in-ring was undoubtedly better in Ruthless Aggression, but I mean the stories and the crowd, the atmosphere of the Attitude Era, you can't beat it. I could do a whole hour podcast on just comparing the two, but maybe one day I will. Let me know if that's something that we're interested in. Oh, fuck. I like the logo in the middle of the ring. It's pretty cool. Makes it feel different. Yeah. Master of the baseball bat, Steve Blackman. Third baseman. I feel like these weapons don't do any damage. I feel like they're just for vibes. Go! Easy, Devon. Bubba's gonna come out here and cuck me at some point. I just know it. Oh. Shit. Never let him know your next move. Oh, easy, Devon. Toss that kendo stick out of the ring. One of these days, this roll up in the beginning is gonna get the win. Wah! Crane kick. Yep. I feel bad for doing this in February, but this is how the cards played out. You know what I'm saying? How do I get out of the ring? Here we go. Come on, Devon. Let's go. Oh, can we go backstage? Let's go. Let's go, you piece of shit. How do you... Do both of us have to be back there? How does one go backstage? Do you have to, like, whip him backstage, maybe? I don't know. Whatever. We'll figure that out later. This hardcore title reign is gonna be a long one, so we'll figure it out. We have time to figure it out. Whoa, whoa, chill. Mudhole stomping. What you got for me? Is there no underneath the ring weapons? Black permission. Appreciate you, Black Prince. All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's go, Devon. See ya. Oh, that's not it. Man, I don't fucking know. There we go. Back to the wrestling holds. WrestleMania 2000, best N64 game? Or best wrestling game? I don't think I ever played that. Might need to get my hands on it. I played No Mercy a little bit, but not enough. No Mercy is another game I'm gonna end up playing on here, I think. At some point. This is a game I haven't really delved much into. I do have WCW Revenge, which I played a little bit last night. But I think the game's... it like froze on me at some point and it wouldn't turn back on. But other N64 games would, so I think there's something wrong with the cartridge. So I might need to either clean it or get another copy of it. I don't think there's like a season mode in Revenge. Oh, roll up out of nowhere, gets the win! I knew it was gonna happen one day. Oh! See this puppy right here? Again, I need to like clean it or something, blow into it. Massage it, find the clitoris or whatever to get it to work. But I played it a little bit. It's pretty fun. But I never played it as a kid, so I don't have that nostalgia. It's too early for the dance, Prince. Too early. I saved that for title matches only. Although this was a pay-per-view match, so maybe I could have brought it out, but... yeah, the individual custom... so I opened up Revenge, right? And I'm looking through the character list, and Goldberg is wearing like a denim, like a Canadian tuxedo. You got DDP wearing weird red tights. You got Chris Jericho in like khaki shorts, like as default. Like, what are we doing? I know you can change it, but I guess it's fun. It's like you can let your creativity run with that game, which is, you know, probably the appeal of it, I guess, but... cage match for the light heavyweight title. This would unironically slap. Dean Malenko, S.A. Rios in the cage. Sign me the fuck up. I almost, you know what? I'm just gonna let it roll. I'll talk to the chat a little bit. We'll just have this on in the background. I like that idea. It is a pay-per-view after all, right? So let's why rush? Let's marinate in it a little bit. Any other form of martial arts would kill a wrestler. Like a professional wrestler? Yeah, if somebody came in with real martial arts, yeah, they'd probably... You're being stiff, brother! The Iceman. If you could bring back a game from old consoles as a remaster or remake, what would it be? If we're talking just wrestling... I mean, Here Comes the Pain is definitely high up there, which is another game that I want to play at some point on here. Here Comes the Pain. Shut Your Mouth was really fun. I mean, hell, Smackdown 2 would be a great one to remaster, or Smackdown 1 even. There are elements of like Attitude and Anarchy Rules, like that game style, that appeal to me. It's just the mechanics of actually doing the moves is dog shit. You have to know like a full recipe to do an arm drag. But there's like fun creative elements in it, and like the presentation's cool. I just wish it was more fun to actually, like the second to second gameplay of the matches. I wish it was better. So if we could remaster like a WWF Attitude or Warzone or Anarchy Rules, like I said, like I think that would be cool to get like a new take on that. That music really does sound like a porno music. Oh, porno. I see what you're doing. Does that like get me like kicked off of TikTok if I say that word? I'm still figuring this out. We're still figuring this out. Talking about Dean Malenko's music, by the way. What kind of corns are you watching, Prince? Well, he looked like Dwayne Dwanson. Dean? Yeah, a little bit. JBL was the most effective heel of all time. Yeah. Especially in that time period, 04, 05. When, again, not to like plug my podcast again, but I'm entering that era. So I cover a lot of different timelines chronologically, and I'm in the beginning of 04. So we're about to enter this era of JBL. So I'm about to rewatch that all in real time and talk about it. So if you want to hear more about it, go check out the Ape and Bump podcast. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how it ages. Because I remember not liking it as a kid watching it in real time, but like, I don't know. I'm interested to see it. I was always a big JBL. Not always a big JBL guy, but as time has gone on, I've become more of a JBL guy. They should remaster this game, I agree. Malenko, one of the most underrated technicians of all time. Like, yeah, I've been watching a lot of his WCW stuff, and he was sensational in the Cruiserweight division. His match with Rey Mysterio, with Juventud, Benoit, Jericho. If y'all haven't watched Dean Malenko in WCW, if you only know him from WWF, I strongly suggest you go check out at least one match of his in WCW. You'll gain a whole new appreciation for him. Dumb Money in the Bank run is needed. First feeling in my cockles is that I love that. Dom with the Money in the Bank would be hysterical. Does he successfully cash it in? Well, that's a whole different story. But I think him running with the Money in the Bank would be fun. Hot take, John Cena is invisible. I think that's not a hot take. I think that's just the facts. We're just saying facts in the chat. Some facts in the chat, I guess, is needed, right? Oh, is that Rios about to fucking fly off the... Oh, he just left. Coward. I thought he was about to moonsault off the cage. Retains the Cruiserweight title in a 5-star cage match. You love to see it. Remake Bully. I've never played Bully. I hear Bully talked about a lot. It just missed me as a kid, for whatever reason. Rikishi deserves more credit. I agree. Solid act. His little touch of the main event scene, I thought he was a good feeder heel. Like, he was a good heel to like put in a match for a guy to beat him. I never saw him as a world champion, but he was always a great mid-card act. Always got the crowd hot. Kurt Angle was X-Pac. Mysterio should have been inducted earlier. Yeah, I mean, he's still an active competitor, so I get holding off on it. I personally think it's weird to induct guys that are still active. But did he deserve it earlier? Yeah, sure. So did a lot of people. Bray Wyatt should have never lost at WrestleMania. I do agree. I think he should have beat Taker. I think he should have been the one to break the streak, Bray Wyatt. By the way, I rewatched that match recently. Him and Taker at 31. It was a lot better than I remembered. Pretty good, pretty damn good match. I think Bray Wyatt's injured in that match too. It's another one worth a rewatch. That whole show, by the way, is pretty good. Well, most of it is. I know it's newer games. They got rid of the oh my god break barricades and announcer tables, cages. I think they still have them. Maybe they don't, I guess. I don't know. Let me plug them. Appreciate you, Prince. Bray Wyatt should have been the new Undertaker. I think he should have been the first Bray Wyatt, personally. But I know what you mean, but... yeah. I'm black and I still like Hulk Hogan. Well, shout out. No hate here. I get it. Like who you want to like. I love Dom. He's got real heat. It's awesome. Yep. Masked Superstar was better as Demolition's axe. JBL couldn't lace Eddie's boots. I mean, sure. I don't think JBL was ever trying to wrestle as like Eddie Guerrero, but I know what you're saying. Stone Cold! Stone Cold is here! All right, thanks for the update, I guess. R-Truth with the Money in the Bank. No, sir. Let's take it easy. Let's take it easy. Rikishi Stone Cold car angle was weak. Yeah, there was so much build up. They could have done so much cool stuff with it, and it was just like it was Rikishi kinda. But it was because of Triple H. Triple H was the culprit, but Rikishi just happened to be driving it. It was kind of wonky the way they did it. Only for it to be Triple H. It was probably the most boring way they could have gone with it. Main event of Backlash. I think we rolled this. I think we let this roll. Maybe I don't even know if I had the option to skip it personally. Stone Cold is a special guest referee. What's your take on TNA wrestling? Great God, back in the day. So well, fun back in the day. A lot of it. Again, I feel like I'm just constantly plugging my podcast, but I cover TNA. That's another timeline I chronologically work through, and there's a lot of dog shit in TNA, but there's also a lot of really good stuff. It's a lot of like, it's the best stuff you'll ever see and the worst stuff you'll ever see, so it's like a roller coaster. But if we're talking like current TNA, I haven't really kept up with it, but it seems like it's a solid show from what I'm gathering, just from an outsider looking in. It just hasn't really given me anything to like there's so much wrestling nowadays, not just wrestling, but just content and stuff to watch, and like this is on top of just normal life. You gotta give me something really good for me to allocate my time to watching it every week, and TNA just hasn't reached that threshold for me. I bet it's a good show, but are they giving me anything that WWE or AEW won't give me? And at this point, I don't think so. Plus, the turnaround of talent. Like, there's certain guys in TNA that I want to watch, but like, guys just come into TNA, then they get spit out, and I'll end up watching them somewhere else at some point. So that's pretty much where I stand on TNA. Hogan was not as good as everyone made him out to be. He was a superstar. In ring, he was dog shit, but I think he fit that main event style well when he was hot. If you plopped him into 2025, he wouldn't be shit. But he worked for the time. Taker's streak should never be broken, only retired. Sure. I don't really have a super like strong feeling on his streak being broken, honestly. I think it definitely enhanced Brock Lesnar's mystique. I will say that, but they could have gone a couple better ways with it. Smell what the Rock is cooking. I think Taker's streak never being broken would have been a missed opportunity, though. I think it had to be broken at some point. Stone Cold in a referee shirt and his wrestling tights is jarring. I don't know if I like this. Coming out with The Rock hand in hand. Why is he walking like Deborah? I don't appreciate that. Seth Rollins pre-injury is the best in-ring competitor WWE has had consistently. Pre-injury. Pre-injury is the important element there. I'd have to think about it. He's definitely up there. He was great. He had a good when he was like IC champion and stuff. Even though I think that might have been post-injury, or like not as many injuries at that point. But I don't hate that take. I don't hate it. That is not Stone Cold. I agree. You must be on Twitch or something. You're talking about me because I am. If you want to watch on Twitch. Or Purple. Again, if I say Twitch, is that like a bad thing on TikTok? We're learning. We're learning. I remember it taking an eternity to get through this mode. Yeah, back in the day, I never like Because there's guys you can unlock. I think is this the game where you unlocked where you unlock Fred Durst, or is that the first Smackdown? But you got to unlock Stone Cold in this game. I think like the Mean Street Posse, maybe. Again, I might be getting this confused with the first Smackdown, but I never like finished this game mode in my day. But we're here to maybe finish it nowadays. We'll see. That's my issue with AEW last 2 years. Not worth my time, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm fading away from AEW, man. There's only so much weekly dream matches, forearm trading, fighting spirit bullshit that I can take, man. Honestly. Again, with all the old wrestling I watch, I'm always more inclined to watch like a 97 Raw or a 07 TNA or 2004 Ring of Honor. Like, that stuff is just what I enjoy watching more so than a lot of the current product. Gold Dust underrated, I agree. Still kicking ass today, Dustin Rhodes. Arguably doing some of the best work of his career from an in-ring standpoint.
2, 3, 4.
Is this fake, or is he streaming on another platform? Is this fake? Am I AI? Maybe I'm AI. Maybe that's the thing. I don't like the use of big moves that Seth does that don't finish a match. Talking like the pedigree and stuff like that. Yeah, that's an ailment that has plagued all of wrestling. By the way, we got 2 different matches happening at the same time. Why are there 2 referees? I don't know how I'm just noticing this. There are 2 referees in the ring. They're having a match on the side. Stone Cold and Shane McMahon, whilst Triple H and Rock are fighting. The refs are fighting to count or to not count. It's a lot of chaos, and this is so 2000 WWE, and I love it. It would have been awesome for Triple H or Shawn to break the streak of Undertaker, sure. I prefer the Brock route rather than those 2, but the Shawn and Triple H matches were some of the best matches of that streak, so I respect the thought. This match is never gonna end because the refs are kicking the shit out of each other. Oh!
Roll break.
Yeah, I think I might be AI, Bubba. That might be a fact. Terrible news. My wife is going to be distraught when she realizes I'm not real. I can hear JR commentating this match, yeah. God damn! There are 2 referees! What the hell? Barbecue sauce! Or whatever JR sounds like.
1, 2.
This is Smackdown 2. Spam. Smackdown 2. Is Big Show not in this game? Isn't that like No Mercy? Isn't that the case? Where he was removed and replaced with like Stevie Richards or something? Ruthless Aggression was better than Attitude Era. Yeah, I think somebody said that earlier, and I think that's like a apples and oranges kind of thing. I think to a large degree, a lot of it's better. The in-ring was definitely better, but the Attitude Era was just peak. Just how the Attitude Era meshed with where society was at that time was just perfect. You can't really appreciate the Attitude Era unless you lived through it, in my opinion. I think Ruthless Aggression ages better, though, so depends what you define as better, really. Benoit should be in the Hall of Fame. I know what you were saying, but ultimately, personally, I don't put a lot of stock in the Hall of Fame. So I don't think it's worth the controversy that they would drum up. But if we're talking like what he did in his career and stuff like that, of course he meets all the criteria, with the exception of not murdering your family. I think that is one of the things on the checklist to get on the Hall of Fame. And unfortunately, he does not meet that criteria. People's elbow! I guess the refs are taking a break from fighting each other. The most electrifying move. Hi-yah! They're gonna go for the pin. And Steve's gonna break up the... Oh, almost got it. Almost got it. Yeah, it's not worth touching Benoit for them. Personally, I get it. I get it. I bought the collection of lost Mid-South films from Cornette's website, worth every penny. Now, isn't there a lot of that stuff on Peacock now? I don't know if that's the same. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But that's... I would love to watch more like the old Territory stuff from like the 80s. That's something I haven't delved into. There's like got a lot of guys like Jim Duggan and Ted DiBiase and Mr. Perfect, where I think like arguably some of their best stuff was before they got to the big show. So I'd love to explore that at some point. Maybe we'll do a watch along on here. Who knows? They cut Big Show from the games before they sent him to OVW. That's another thing, by the way, that I just learned last night when I played Revenge, WCW Revenge. The Big Show is in the game as the Big Show. What's that about? I think that was before he was in WWE. Did I just get like a modded version of Revenge, maybe? That might be the situation. I don't know. Hot take, Benoit was possessed by a demon. I mean, if steroids are demons, then yeah. If steroids and 20, 30 years of chair shots to the head are demons, then yes, I agree. Why Rock big back? He's a big-backed fella. Triple H, I think, has a bigger back than The Rock, which I don't really know if that's properly displayed here, but Triple H is, I mean, it's a hot. Oh, quick count! Get him out! Get him out! Is that a new champion, or is he? I think he retained the title. Wow, my goodness, my goodness. That's inappropriate, Triple H. That's inappropriate. Yeah, because, like, don't you... I wasn't really an N64 kid growing up. Do you not need, like, a memory card for all that stuff to apply? You know what I mean? Like, if I just got the raw game and put it in the thing, or, like, previous person saved things, is that, like, going to carry over? I don't know, but... Alright. No, whatever. Alright, I think we might roll one more match. One more match here before we call it quits. After we, whoa. There we go. Did we unlock Stone Cold? Come on now. We did it. We did it. No way, that was only 5 minutes. The memory was in the game itself. Interesting. Okay, so that probably makes sense. Or that does make sense. Alright. I think we're going to... See, the thing with these games that I'm gonna forget is that you have to save. Like, modern video games, they just auto-save and everything's done. You don't have to think about it. But here, if you don't save, you're fucked. So, let's save and exit. Internal memory. Alright. I see, I hear you. Good to know. We're gonna do one more game. Who do we do? Who do we, match type? Who am I? Who am I facing? Hit me up with some suggestions in the chat. TikTok's popping off, by the way. Appreciate you guys joining in. Stone Cold Trish Extreme Rules. So I faced Trish last week. We can't beat her up any more than we already have. Prince Albert. So we've done hardcore. Wait, isn't there like special? Yeah. Let's do. Oh no, what do we do here, gang? Which match? Which match here speaks to you? I kind of want to try the I Quit match. I remember that being pretty stupid. Or Casket. Casket would be fun. Okay, let's do a casket match. I like that. Casket match. Do we break out newly unlocked Stone Cold? I think we got to, right? Who do we face? Who do we face? Super kick is most overrated, overused move in wrestling. Definitely overused. That's for damn sure. Let me check. Is the Big Show not in this game? Not that I really want to. Yeah, I guess he's not. But... Prince Albert. Jeff, Kane, Mankind, Hardy. I don't like how Bull Buchanan. I don't like that look in his eyes. I don't think I want any of him. Prince Albert. Oh, it's not Prince Albert. It's just Albert. His special move is a spinning rack pancake. Smackdown 2. Yes, Smackdown 2 on PlayStation. They're meta. Jimmy Snuka has the most majestic arm drag. Yeah, sure. I'm with you. Got a hell of an arm drag. Paul Bearer, maybe? Oh, that would be appropriate for a casket match. Just trying to like remember who's in this game, honestly. We beat up Crash again. Mabel. I faced Mabel earlier. Do we... You know what, actually? You know what we need to do? If anybody was here in the beginning, my first match was I was Taz, and I faced Viscera. And I didn't know where to lock in the Taz mission. I thought it was a rear special, but it is a ground special. So, and with that being said, I think we need to run it back again and get our revenge on Viscera. But in a casket match. Because everybody knows that the ultimate matchup, the match held in highest regard is the casket match. So if I win the casket match against Viscera, then it kind of nullifies the previous loss. You got your letter in the mail finally. Jeez, it took forever. Right. Let's pull up this manual and remind ourselves how we do a casket match. Let's see here. How do you throw the fella in the casket? Do-do-do. Do-do. Do-do. Throw him in the casket. We might just figure it out as we go. Set up casket R1. Okay. Love it. Love it. How am I playing this? I have a PlayStation 2. I turned it on and I hit play. It's no, yeah, I have it. It's plugged to my computer monitor and yeah, OBS, etc., etc. We can get into the technicals, but straight off the PS2. No emulators here, man. Just raw dogging it. So we got a casket match here. Let's figure it out. Do I have to like bring the casket in the ring? Hell yeah, doggy. Taz is a beast. Oh, shit. Alright. Yeah, this. Bring that in the ring, this. Oh, shit. How do you throw him in the casket? I don't even remember. You have to, like, Irish whip him? Chill this. When has Viscera ever done a Russian leg sweep? What horse shit is that? See ya! That's probably how I should get him in the casket, is catapult him into it. Might be the move. Or superplex him into it. Belly to belly. Boy. How you like that? How you like that, Mabel? Alexa's chiming in. I don't know what I said that resembled. Hey, Alexa. Take it easy. Take it easy, Vis. See ya. Now we know. Taz mission. Lock it in. He's done. He's done. Conja Haja May. Put this bitch to sleep. How the fuck do we get this guy in the casket? Is the question. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, what do you do when he's in the casket? Anybody know in the chat? What do you do when he's in the casket? How do you close it? Is this on the manual here? Casket, casket, casket. Let's see here. I don't know how many people in the chat have done any Smackdown 2 casket matches recently, but for the knockouts. So you gotta like knock him out? Do you have to do more damage? Is there like a casket match section? Doesn't seem like it. Well, so we'll just keep trying to figure it out. Punch, strike, finisher on the casket, punch him. I thought that's what I was doing. You strike him until the casket closes. R1. All right, let's try again. I mean, doesn't seem like punching is the way. Forgetting how to Irish whip. Let's just circle, but. See ya. There we go. Might be R1. Let's see. No! How about that? How about that? Come on, Vis. You want the smoke? You want the smoke, Vis? You got a beef? Make a sandwich. Alright, come on now, buddy. No way. No way he slams me into it. Okay. Viscera is just getting his ass kicked, by the way. As I'm trying to figure this out. Oh! Isn't there a way to just, like, take the casket and just, like, hit him with it, but also put him in there? No way. No way. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Is Viscera a necrophiliac? Because that's another motivation to not get put in this casket. He's into a lot of freaky shit, so you never really know. Those Irish whips are so janky, man. Oh shit, I just flipped the casket. Here we go. What? How'd that not put him in there? Down and X. Down and X. Let me Taz mission this fella one more time. Is it down and X while holding the casket? Stay down, Viscera! Whoa. Oh, no. Are you kidding me? Oh, he's gonna throw me out of the ring? God damn it. Put it down. Put it down. My arms are too short. Into the casket? Nope. What? No way. No way, that's how I get in there. All right. X, hello? I ran into it myself. Who told me to do a casket match? You're fired. What? I don't like that. No self-splash. Hell yeah, classic Taz. Yeah, I'll put the casket on you. I'll put the casket inside you, huh? They're not gonna see that coming. Oh, fucking grab him. There we go. No! Get up. You big bitch. How does that not put him in the casket? Alright. Put him in there! When he's in there, press X to hit him and close it. I feel like that's what I've been doing. No? Maybe I'm just like hitting them from the wrong angle or something. There we go. There we go. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? So, God. Finished the story, everybody. Finished the story. Just another victim. You goddamn right we're saving that. Yeah, gosh darn tootin'. We're saving that. I got an Amazon memory card which has like crazy, like back in the day I think memory cards only had like what, like a megabyte or something. This one has like 500, so gonna be creating a lot of fellers in this game. Well, folks, man, went longer than I thought it was gonna go. A lot of engagement from the community today. Let me roll here. Hold on a second. Whoa. But appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Like I said, we'll be doing this at least once a week, maybe more so if people enjoyed the Smackdown 2 content or just the old wrestling content in general. That was a lot of fun. We got a lot of season to complete as well. Creating characters, slobber knockers. I mean, gee willikers. What other hot takes do we have though before we kick out of here? This is probably gonna get me kicked off of fucking whatever the hell. Do I not have desktop? Hold on. Hold the phone here. Do I not have desktop audio on? Don't know. Don't know what we're doing here. Why is it not coming through my deal? I don't know. I don't know if you guys are hearing music or not, but what other hot takes do we got, gang? What other delicious hot takes do we have? Rhea Ripley is overrated. Eesh. Why is everybody coming in here saying Chris Benoit was innocent? What are we doing? Oh, man. Y'all wildin'. Jey Uso's going to be a bigger face than Cody? I don't think so, Tim. I understand the thought, but I don't think so. I don't think he has the longevity of Cody. Lots of Rhea Ripley is overrated in the chat. Again, she has that star power, man. That supersedes any, like... She's great in the ring, too. So I overrated doesn't necessarily mean bad. It could just mean, like, she's good, but not as good as people make her out to be. So in that case, I see. But, like, Rhea's good, dude. Rhea's good. Brock versus Bryan at Survivor Series 18 is Brock Lesnar's best UFC match. I don't know if that's necessarily a hot take. He always thrives with the smaller guys. His match with Finn was also really good. His match with AJ. X-Pac was underrated in the ring. Yeah, man. He was a staple of the mid-90s when he was like 1-2-3 Kid and then went to WCW, had a pretty good run as 6. Came back, had a solid little run. He did a lot of good stuff in TNA, by the way, like in 05. Love me some X-Pac. Jack Swagger would be hilarious. We don't need Jack Swagger. We're done. We got enough Jack Swagger, Jake Hager, whatever the fuck. Wait, just let him fucking fight tomato cans in the MMA indies or whatever he's doing. But why is this? Sorry, I'm distracted by the old why there's no music coming out. I don't know. I don't fudging know. Shark Boy was better than Jack Swagger. Now that is a take that I can get. That is a take that I can get on board with. Absolutely. I don't even know if that's a hot take necessarily. I think that's just a fact. The internet ruined wrestling. I mean, it's always not always existed, but the place that it's at right now, I think, does ruin a lot of it. You ever like watch a pay-per-view? Like a lot of times I'll watch pay-per-views, I won't be paying attention to Twitter or whatever the hell. Just watching it. And I'll be like, oh, it's a pretty good show. And I open up Twitter and it's like, oh, the worst show of all time. Triple H is a fraud. Tony Khan is a cuck. Like whatever the hell, right? And then you have the fucking stupid bet, the post-match scrums and the bullshit. And then it's like everybody, world's on fire all of a sudden just because Jey Uso won a match. And it's like, I thought it was kind of fun, but I guess not. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. So yes, and plus spoilers and all that shit. Yeah, I agree. Top Dollar needs to come back. Does he, though? Are we sure about that? Oh, let me turn this. Maybe the PlayStation being on is the issue. All right. And then turn this off. 1 second, gang. 1 second. Close this. Don't know. Don't know. Hot take, your dance is hot. Hey, I don't think that's a hot take. Dolph Ziggler should have had a longer world championship run. Longer, yeah. I'm not saying that he should have had the title for like a year or anything. I think he had a lot more potential than he ended up reaching, but I think he had a good career ultimately. Bloodline story has always been about Jey Uso. Mania will finish the story. I think the Bloodline continues after WrestleMania, but I get your point. I think Jey Uso is definitely a major factor of it. Off topic, what headphones are you using? I'm using HyperX Clouds, I think they're called. Wireless Clouds 2, maybe? But it's HyperX is the brand. Hot take, Roman Reigns is a top 5 wrestler of all time. Sure. When it comes to like top wrestlers, Mount Rushmores, who's the best wrestler? Wrestling is just such a multifaceted thing. It's tough to like what makes a good wrestler? There's just so many things. Is it in-ring? Is it how well you can talk? Is it merch? Are you a draw? Longevity, championships, Main Street Lights, so many things that come into account. But Roman's a pretty complete wrestler in that aspect, so I think top 5 isn't too crazy. BFAB has improved a ton and should dethrone Chelsea when the time comes. I'm up for that. BFAB is like, she surprised me. It was like the what was it like? It was like the triple threat match to get into. I forget what match it was, but I remember watching her on SmackDown, and I was like, oh shit, she's actually pretty good. Pretty good. Still, and she continues to improve. She's got some charisma to her. Sure, why not? Not like next week or anything, but maybe in a few months' time. I'm all about it. Met The Undertaker when I worked on a WWE show, and he's pretty chill. Hell yeah, man. Seems like a chill dude. I saw Undertaker, I saw his one-man show. Fun fact. The One Dead Man show. It's kind of a fun time. It's when I went to WrestleMania 39, and it was the night before. So I saw him in LA at the Novo, I think it was called. Cool venue, cool show. Just to see Undertaker on stage and just like a t-shirt and jeans, taking shots at Jack Daniels, just talking old stories. It was a cool time. People wouldn't be frustrated with Charlotte winning the Rumble had they kept the return a surprise. I think they would have. I think it would have been better received, yeah, for sure. But I think people still would have complained. Oh, did I fix it? Hold on. Can you guys hear the music now? I think I just had the fader on too low. Fucking old man here with technology. Jay alone is mid on the mic. I think Jimmy's better on the mic, but Jay's good. The post Rumble promo when he was getting choked up, I like the emotion, but I think you're just getting caught up in the emotion of it. I think Jay's good on the mic, but I think the Usos as a tandem is where they thrive when it comes to talking. Bret Hart deserves a TV show to blast Goldberg. What, just a weekly show where he's just shitting on Goldberg for an hour? I mean, I'd watch it. I'd at least watch the pilot episode. CM Punk is 100% correct, and Seth Rollins is bitter that Punk didn't carry his career once he left. I don't think Punk would have carried Seth's career, if that's what you're saying. I do think we need to get away from, like, you left us for 7 or whatever, 10 years. You left us and we were fine with that. Like, can we stop making every CM Punk story about that? Can we move on? Please. We only have so much CM Punk left in the tank, let's be honest. Appreciate that, Jay. R13. Bloodline splits at Mania. It's reached a point where all the members are aiming for the belt. I think this current iteration of the Bloodline. Like, I think Jacob... It's only a matter of time before Jacob Fatu breaks out on his own. I don't know where Solo goes. What, is he just going to face Cody again at Chamber? Is that what we're doing? I have zero interest in that, dude. How many times does Cody have to cleanly beat Solo before we just move the fuck on? Give Solo the US belt. Let him fuck around with that. And just get him out of the main event scene, dude. Get him out. People need to learn the difference between the person and the wrestler. Yeah, a lot of cases, people blend the two. What's up, Pluggo? Good to see you, man. Top 5 wrestlers were wrestling before 2000. Well, that's an interesting premise. All the top 5 wrestlers were wrestling before 2000, so that's when the business was booming. For the most part, it was booming. I mean, John Cena belongs in top 5. I think that's like the only undisputable top 5 from after 2000. And again, like I said it before, wrestling is such a... Like, does Bryan Danielson belong in the top 5? Just based on his wrestling ability in ring. It just depends on what your view of wrestling is and what makes you a good wrestler. I think you could compare it to the NBA on how many different aspects go into making somebody great. Yeah, and I'm not a huge basketball guy, but when people compare like Michael Jordan to LeBron, it's like, again, like somebody in the chat might be more knowledgeable, but it's completely different animals, no? Same with like baseball. You don't see people hitting 70 home runs a season because the pitchers are fucking cracked out of their minds nowadays. Throwing like 95-mile-an-hour curveballs 12-6. Like, what are we doing? How are you supposed to hit that? I don't know. So yes, there's a lot of different elements and so many different variables. Sorry, I'm behind in the chat here, guys. Appreciate everybody popping in, though. John Cena has to beat Cody for 17 to count, right? No, he could get the world title because his 16, as it stands right now, includes the world heavyweight title and the WWE title. So no, he could win the world title for it to count. Oh, that shit's so ambiguous too. Like Ric Flair has way more than, I think, right? Doesn't he? Doesn't he like actually have like a lot more than 16? Doesn't like Jerry Lawler have like 45 world title reigns or something like that? So like what is a world title is kind of ambiguous. So, but yeah, I don't know. In the context of WWE, no, he could beat the world champion. Who do I think is going to win the Super Bowl? I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I've become more casual of a football fan as time has gone on. I'm in Virginia, so we don't have sports teams. But for NFL, I'm a Panthers fan because it's pretty close. Charlotte is. I'm kind of like in between Charlotte, DC, Baltimore. Like they're all like roughly 4 hours away, but I just choose to root for the Panthers. I became a Panthers fan in, what was it, like 01, I think, when they were in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. So I'll like start out the season like watching, and then once the Panthers predictably shit the bed is when I start fading away. It's always next year. I don't like the Chiefs or the Eagles though. I have friends that like the Eagles that I don't like, so I'll fuck it. Chiefs. Let's go Chiefs. I hope both teams have fun. How's that? Bobby Eaton is the most underrated talent in history. Sure, he's up there for sure. Workhorse. Just a lot of good talent in his era, though, unfortunately. So he gets kind of buried beneath, but he was a reliable dude. Hell of a leg drop on that guy. Appreciate it, Prince. Jerry has over 100 world title reigns. Flair has 22, according to him. Yeah, we'll take Flair's word for what it's worth. You in Virginia too? Bad news? Hell yeah. What part? Do I think Penta got out when he was hanging on the ropes? See, for me, man, it doesn't really matter because he got eliminated anyways later in the match. So he is out of the match. So I don't think it matters, but yeah, it did seem like his feet touched. So your season starts and ends before week 5. All right, let's take it easy. You're right, but doesn't mean you have to say it, okay? It's a rebuilding decade for us, okay? Take it easy. Take it easy. We lost Luke Kuechly. We lost Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen is my favorite player. Shame to see him go. We'll figure it out. Let's bring Jake Delhomme back. Let's light the fire. My pro wrestling hot take is that it's fake. Whoa. Take it easy. Take it easy. hot take is Vince McMahon is a good man. It is a hot take. That is a scalding hot take nowadays. Newport News, hell yeah, man. Just a hop, skip, and a jump away from me in Norfolk. Who's the GOAT? Gilbert. Getting back in the WWE right now, their women's division is presented much better and booked than AEW. Yeah, the women's division for sure. I mean, it's night and day. Great talent on both sides, but the presentation is... Although the presentation isn't great, particularly, on either side. Both AEW and WWE have like your same 4 gals just cycling through over and over again, it feels like. But, I don't know. Evan Bourne should have had an IC title reign. Yeah, he was really hot for a minute. They should have capitalized on him, but they did not. I wish there was like a cruiserweight title at least during his time. Would I ever start a wrestling promotion? You know what's funny? Is that thought did come to my mind the other day. Not like seriously, but just like the thought, like, well, you see these guys like DPW, like just some YouTubers that started a wrestling promotion and it's doing really well. It's like, why not, right? And here in Virginia, the local wrestling scene isn't super hot, so it's like, it's open. It's an open market. I don't know, it would be a lot of work to make that happen, but... Damn. You got the gears going, though, Prince. Got a couple wrestlers in the chat, too, so you can be my, one of you guys could be my inaugural champion. Kenny Omega is the greatest in-ring worker ever. I respect the opinion. I would have to really, like, dive into it. I don't know if I would put him number 1, but definitely top 3. I think Bryan Danielson's probably number 1 for me. The Panthers are the Ludwig Kaiser of the Royal Rumble. That is just rude. That is disrespectful and accurate, but it's disrespectful. Goldberg eats corn the long way. How else do you eat corn? Jericho needs to retire. Preaching to the choir here, bro. Prime 04 to 09 TNA was better than NXT Black and Gold. Well, I'm reliving it as we speak here, man. I cover it on my podcasts. A lot of it is really good, but a lot of it is really bad. So, but the X Division and TNA during that time period, I've said it before, it's like the sweet spot of like modern style, like high-paced style, but also with like the element of like selling moves and moves mattering. The Canadian Destroyer was a finisher. Like, really good stuff from the X Division, if nothing else. Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe. I mean, I'm reliving through that rivalry as we speak, and it's just such good shit, dude. Rey Mysterio deserves one last title run for what he's done in the company. If it makes sense, I don't agree with people deserving things or like... I think in pro wrestling, it's like, it has to make sense. Like, who is the crowd responding to the most? What makes sense from a logical standpoint as far as the stories go? Who's being pushed? Who's not being pushed? Like, Rey Mysterio, of course, he has the respect to deserve a title shot in that sense, but, like, would it make sense in the context of what they're doing? I think you would have to really shoehorn it in. But if they could get there in a way that makes sense, I'm all for it. Gallows and Anderson released again. Were they released? Well, see you later, I guess. I don't know. They don't offer a lot, in my opinion. They're just lifetime bodyguards. Proud of them for getting their bag, though. For doing nothing. Thunderdome era was my favorite era. That's crazy. That's insane. I do think one of these days, like in like 10 years, people are gonna look back at that, like at the nostalgia of the Thunderdome. Because there was some good stuff. It was just an awful atmosphere, unfortunately. Dominic top 5 in the company right now? I don't know about that. I respect the opinion. I don't know if I'd put him top 5. Jay is the best member of the Bloodline, and it's not even close. So I disagree with the fact that it's not close. I think at the very least, it's a close run between him and Roman, and probably Jacob Fatu and Tonga Loa. Tonga Loa is probably the best when you really think about it. When you really dive into the nuts and bolts of it. WWE will purchase TNA and use it as a 4th promotion between NXT and the main roster. I think that's already kind of basically what the case is. Dominic has the potential to be the greatest Mysterio of all time. Well, he has a hell of a mountain to climb. I don't think that's going to be the case, but I'm rooting for him, I guess. I think he's going to be a very different Mysterio. It's a good example. Like how Dusty Rhodes and Cody Rhodes are not similar. It's like that situation. Or like they were both great, but in different ways. Swerve Strickland is the best wrestler in the world right now. Everything around him feels huge. I wouldn't say he's the best, but he's very, very good. I've always loved Swerve. So smooth in the ring. MJF is the most overrated heel in the last 10 years easily. I would say MJF was good up until like a year ago. We're really spinning our wheels with MJF at this point. He might need a change in environments, if I could say that. Rey Mysterio time is up. That's why they brought Penta. I don't think that's why they brought in Penta, but I think that could definitely facilitate it. They've always been looking for the next Rey Mysterio. I wouldn't say Penta is the new Rey Mysterio. I think he's a very different cat. Plus he's no spring chicken. I mean, he's not gonna, he's not gonna have a 20-year career in WWE that Rey did. But Dominic is going to retire Rey whenever the time comes. I'm surprised that wasn't the WrestleMania 39 situation. That's what I thought it was going to be. Mask versus mask, or mask versus hair. I think that's eventually what they're going to have. Shinsuke is better than Penta. In 2025, absolutely not. If you said that like in 2017, 2018, I might be like, yeah, probably, but no, not today. Lucha Libre is the worst style of wrestling. I guess it's your opinion. It's a very, you kind of just got to accept the choreography of it. But like, I don't know, I watched Lucha Underground. That's probably not the best depiction of Lucha Libre per se, but there's a lot of Lucha Libre in there, and I enjoyed it when it's just like, all right, I'm sitting down to watch Lucha Libre. When you have like that mindset, that helps. When it's like intertwined with other pro wrestling stuff, it could be a little, I don't know, it could be a little rough sometimes, but Raw Underground was trash. Yeah, it got us Babatunde or whatever his name was. Appreciate the rose, Craven. WrestleMania 31, the greatest WrestleMania since 17. I would put 39 definitely above 31. Maybe 40, but definitely 39. You think Cena wins the Elimination Chamber? It's possible. I think the story of Cena, he's established that he's here to win his number 17. I don't think he wins it, maybe until his last match. I could see him winning the Elimination Chamber and then losing at WrestleMania. I could see that happening. I don't think Cena wins anything until like September. Yeah, I mean, I would say even December. I saw something online. I don't know if this is true. About the potential of them making a pay-per-view in December named Ruthless Aggression. That would basically be, you know, Flair's last match. It'd be like that situation where it'd be like revolving around Cena's last match. And I think that's where he wins. I think it's like an all or nothing approach. Either I win the world title here, become 17, or I never win it. I think that's where they go. Who is that against? I mean, that's a whole... Who the hell knows? Could be Cody. Kurt Angle should have won a Rumble. Which Rumble? Maybe 02, but Triple H was just so hot off his return, you couldn't not have Triple H win it. He was like in title matches a lot of Rumbles. I think, Kurt Angle was in the world title matches in 01, 03, 5? I think 05 he was in the title match and in the Rumble. 06 he was in the world title match, and then I think that was his last Rumble. So I think that's the only reason he never won one. Last match for John Cena, either against Randy or Braun Breaker. I like the idea of him and Randy being the last match. That's fun. That's really fun. I'd like to see Cena face new guys on his way to his final match, but then the final match being something like really meaningful like that. Carmelo is mid at best. I agree, dude, unfortunately. Great athlete, but doesn't offer a lot, personally, to me. I think there's a lot of guys that do what he does, but better. He's a Johnny Gargano, where he peaked in NXT. LA Knight is kind of boring. I get it. I like LA Knight. I think he needs something to sink his teeth into from a story perspective. Because when LA Knight's cooking, man, he's cooking. Fun in the ring, fun on the mic. He just needs something. He needs a dancing partner. Maybe the Drew McIntyre... maybe that Drew McIntyre situation will kind of evolve into something cool. Ospreay never had a higher than a 2.5 star match. I guess if on your scale, I mean, your scale is your scale, but Ospreay is great, dude. Will Ospreay's I mean, he's a diamond in the rough of AEW. So many Chris Benoit questions today. Is this like an anniversary of some sort for him or what? Do I look like a guy that likes Chris Benoit? One of the best of all time, but also a terrible person. You could think both things. Just being able to do flips doesn't make you a good wrestler. If you're referring to Will Ospreay, he does a lot more than that. I understand the sentiment of people who do flips and nothing else. Like not liking that, but that's not what Will Ospreay is. Prime Dean Ambrose is better than Seth Rollins. I don't know about that. The best artists are typically bad people. Yeah, shout out Hitler. What do I think is the current best story? What is the best story? I don't fucking know, dude. I'm very intrigued with where the New Day is going. If that involves Big E at all. That has the potential to be a really great story. They're kind of not an idol at the moment. I think they're just in the process of establishing themselves as heels, so there's not a lot of big story pivots happening with them right now, but I think that has the potential to be something really great. All right. I'm just going to respond to a few more, then we're going to hit the road, Jack. Blair and Sonya should have been used for mid-title challengers. Yeah, sure. They got a lot of talent, though, man. They got a lot of talent. Letting a few gals go. I mean, there's just a warehouse full of crazy talented gals in NXT. So I hope the best for Blair Davenport, Sonya Deville, but unfortunately, there's, you know, that's not a hole that they can't fill. Tony Storm is the only good story in AEW. I think the Ricochet Swerve stuff's pretty good. Admittedly, I haven't watched the past few weeks of AEW, so I might be out of the loop in some way. What else? What else is going on over there? I guess, yeah, it might be the only other good one. Kurt Angle, top 10 prime ever. I think at least top 5. They need Heath Slater back. Thank you. Finally, somebody said it. Finally, somebody was brave enough to say it. I do wish that I wish they would have done some sort of 3MB, like when like Drew was champion, Jinder was there. Didn't Drew and Jinder have like a SummerSlam match or something? I don't think they involved Heath at all. Like, why not? Make him the special guest referee. Who cares? Just a mid-card non-title match. Should the men's Rumble add 10 more entrants? No, 30 is enough. They did the 40 Rumble thing once, and there's a reason they haven't done it again. Drew, Jinder, Heath, WrestleMania 41, triple threat, chills. I mean, come on. Come on. That really hurts, by the way. How does a Rock... Rock hits himself so hard when he does that. All right, well, Daddy is going to go get something to eat. Appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Again, I'll be on here at least once a week. We'll be playing old wrestling games like we did today. Maybe some more hot takes talk. It seems to be a fun conversation piece. So make sure you follow if you want to be notified of my next live on here, on TikTok if you're watching there. I'm also streaming on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, X, whatever. So follow me there at Apron Bump on all the social medias. All this is in my TikTok bio if that's where you're watching me, which seems like the majority of people are watching me there. I do a podcast as well. If you like the old wrestling, we talked a lot about it today. Make sure to like the live too and all that stuff. But yeah, I got a link to my podcast in my bio. If you want to check it out, you can find it wherever you listen to podcasts as well as YouTube. So subscribe to my YouTube if you want to see these lives as well as my podcast, as well as other YouTube videos that I put out. I talk mainly old wrestling, but we talk current wrestling a little bit too. So check it out. If you like to have fun with wrestling, I have a lot of fun podcast hosts on with me to get a little back and forth going. So, but yeah, appreciate everybody tuning in. And once again, I'll catch you guys later. And Godspeed. And